Just a week ago, he was a 40-year-old free agent without a club. Today, he has signed one of the biggest contracts of his career after becoming one of the surprise stars of 2026 World Cup. Cape Verde's legendary goalkeeper Vozinha has officially signed an 18-month contract with Chilean giants Colo-Colo, proving that age is no barrier when talent and determination meet opportunity. Here is how unforgettable World Cup transformed the life of Cape Verde's national hero. Before the tournament began, few football fans outside Africa knew much about Josimar José Évora Dias, better known as Vozinha. In fact, after leaving Portuguese club Chives, the veteran goalkeeper entered the World Cup without a club and admitted he was hoping to find a new team after the competition. But everything changed on the football's biggest stage. Vozinha produced a series of outstanding performances that captured the attention of the fans around the world. He helped Cape Verde earn a historic draw against eventual World Cup champion Spain, kept multiple clean sheets during the group stage, and inspired the island nation to a remarkable run into the knockout rounds. Cape Verde's dream journey eventually ended after a thrilling extra-time defeat to Argentina. But the team's fearless performances won admiration across the football world. At the center of that success stood Vozinha. His spectacular saves against some of the World Cup's best attackers turned him into one of the tournament's biggest success stories. Now, those performances have earned him a new opportunity. Chilean football powerhouse Colo-Colo has officially signed the Cape Verdean goalkeeper on an 18-month contract, bringing one of Africa's breakout stars to South American football. For Vozinha, the move represents an incredible turnaround. Only weeks earlier, he had been searching for a new club. Today, he joins one of Chile's most successful football teams, where expectations are high following his World Cup heroics. Reports also indicate that the new contract will significantly improve his earnings compared with the previous deal, reflecting how dramatically his market value has risen since the tournament. His popularity has exploded as well. From being relatively unknown outside African football, Vozinha has become an international sensation, attracting millions of new followers on social media and earning a place in the fan-voted FIFA World Cup Dream Team. Vozinha's story is bigger than one player. It is another reminder that African football continues to produce world-class talent capable of competing with the very best. Cape Verde, a nation of fewer than 1 million people, showed the world that determination, discipline, and teamwork can overcome the odds. The team's impressive World Cup champion challenged long-held assumptions about African football and demonstrated that success is not reserved for traditional football powers. For young players across Africa, Vozinha's journey sends a powerful message. Your breakthrough can come at any stage of your career. Talent, perseverance, and self-belief can open doors when the world least expects it. From an unemployed goalkeeper to a World Cup sensation. Vozinha's remarkable journey is one of the greatest feel-good stories of the 2026 World Cup. His success is not only a personal victory, it is another proud moment for Cape Verde and for African football as a whole. What do you think? Was Vozinha the best and the biggest surprise star of the 2026 World Cup? And can Cape Verde build on the success in future international tournaments?
Thousands have gathered in Tunis to protest against President Kais Saied 5 years after assuming emergency powers.
Thousands of Tunisians have taken to the streets of the capital, Tunis, in one of the biggest demonstrations against President Kais Saied in recent years. Carrying signs reading "Get Out" and "Game Over," protesters are demanding political change, accusing the government of weakening democracy and failing to address the country's growing economic problems. But why are tensions rising in Tunisia? The demonstrations took place as Tunisia marked 5 years since President Kais Saied suspended parliament on 25th July 2021, a move that later allowed him to dissolve the legislature and the rule through expanded presidential power. Supporters of Saied argued that the decision was necessary to fight corruption and fix a political system they believed was failing. However, his critics described the move as a major setback for democracy, calling it an attack on Tunisia's constitutional order. During Saturday's protest, thousands gathered in the central Tunis, chanting slogans against the president and calling for his resignation. Demonstrators accused the government of mismanaging the economy, allowing living conditions to worsen and restricting political freedom. Academic and sociology researcher Mundi Gasumuni said the protest represents a call for Tunisia to defend the value and principles of the republic. He criticized what he described as the abandonment of the democratic principles followed Saied's 2021 decision, which he referred to as a coup against the constitutional order. The protest also highlights concerns over the treatment of journalists, activists, and political opponents. Demonstrators carried images of imprisoned journalist Morad, while his sister called on Tunisians to continue defending their freedom. She warned that many people who would contribute to the country's development were behind bars, saying Tunisia was facing serious challenges that require citizens to take action. The political tension comes at a time when Tunisia is also facing growing social difficulties. In recent days, an intense heat wave has affected the country, triggering wildfire, causing repeated electricity and water shortage. For many Tunisians, this problem has added to the existing frustration over unemployment, rising costs, and declining public service. As Tunisia enters another period of political uncertainty, the country faces a critical question. Can the government restore the public confidence, or will protests continue or grow? For now, thousands of citizens are demanding change and calling for a different direction for Tunisia's future. What do you think? Is Tunisia experiencing a necessary political transformation, or is it democracy under threat? Share your thoughts in the comments section.